Welcome to Scalera Show. Thank you for coming back to me to watch another show about the 2020 Democrat primary. As you all know by now, Bernie Sanders expectedly won the New Hampshire primary. Close challenge by Mayor Pete. Only a couple points away from Bernie, which is a little bit of surprise. Klobuchar, a good third place. Warren fourth. She's done. And Biden fifth. And the whole point of this, of this video is, if Biden was a stock, would you buy it right now? Now listen, the delegate count, which is the one that matters the most, doesn't matter about who's grabbing headlines, doesn't matter who's got all the momentum right at this second. Things can change so quickly. All that matters is the delegate count. Now the delegate count right now is Pete Buttigieg 22, Bernie Sanders 21. So Bernie's not even leading, which would probably surprise most people if they actually paid attention. He's not even leading right now. Pete Buttigieg is leading. I mean, who would have thought that, right? That Pete Buttigieg would be leading the Democrat primary after Iowa and New Hampshire. So Pete 22, Bernie 21. Warren at 8, Amy Klobuchar at 7, and Biden at 6. Now, just a reminder, you need 1,991 delegates. See, you need 1,991 of these things to win the party's nomination. So we've got a long, long way to go. Now, while Bernie may be the front runner right now, and he's got the most solid ground game and the most grassroots support moving forward, he's still a socialist. He's not a Democrat. He's still a socialist, and more than half the Democrat Party doesn't want him to be the nominee. As a matter of fact, they want him to disappear faster than the chicken wings at a salad bar. That's how fast they want Bernie Sanders gone from the whole thing, right? And again, if Hillary had a hard time putting him away in 2016, they're going to have an extra hard time in 2020, considering he's had 4 years of people to get to know him. It's also important to point out that in 2016, after Iowa and after New Hampshire, Hillary Clinton wasn't leading the delegate race either. As a matter of fact, Bernie Sanders was winning in 2016. Now in 2020, he's even getting more media attention, but he's not winning the delegate race. As a matter of fact, he doesn't have as many delegates now as he had in 2016. Sanders had a lead on Hillary Clinton in 2016, 36-32. Now he's losing by 22-21. So he had 32 delegates at this point in 16. Now he's only got 21. Remember, you need almost 2,000. So it's not all peaches and cream for Bernie Sanders. You see some people, oh, Bernie's the front runner. He's going to take it. We're a long way away from anything like that. Long way away. Now, the most intriguing part of the 2016 primary is that after Bernie Sanders won New Hampshire, he lost the next 5 primaries. And the reason for that is because he doesn't perform well in the South, which is kind of, sort of where they're going. The next one is Nevada, and then the one after that is South Carolina. Then you got Super Tuesday, you've got North Carolina, you've got Texas. You've got a lot of states where he will not perform all that well, or not nearly as well as he's been performing. Now in Nevada, there was a poll that came out today, and it did have bad news for Biden, but I think everybody thought, because the last one was taken about a month ago, and Biden was leading by 1 point, so you had to figure he wasn't going to be leading in Nevada any longer. So he's not. He basically, it was 25% for Sanders. Biden was in second place at 18%. Now, as long as Biden finishes second, gets the second most delegates, moves on to South Carolina. A newer poll just came out in South Carolina, and Biden is leading that 28%. Sanders has 20%. And in that poll, none of the other candidates have even met the 15% threshold. So when you're talking about Klobuchar, you're talking about Buttigieg, none of these candidates are over 15%. So that's why when people are talking about, oh, maybe Mayor Pete could have an upset or Klobuchar, big deal. So Klobuchar finished third in New Hampshire. She was fifth in Iowa, third in New Hampshire. Come on, she's got no support in any of these states moving forward. Once the South Carolina primary ends, she's done. She'll probably announce that she's ending her campaign, and that's the end of her. So we've got a long way to go. It's a marathon. Once Super Tuesday starts again, you've got Texas, which is an absolute dead heat in the latest poll. Again, Biden's leading in North Carolina. In California, Sanders does have a lead there. We'll see if Biden can close the gap. But bottom line is again, long way to go. So I guess the takeaway to all this, as the race right now, is the bottom line is the Democrats thought they had their nominee, right? I mean, they had Hillary in 2016, and for them, I mean, it was working out perfectly fine until she met Trump. And even then, they thought they had it made in the shade. So they thought they had that with Joe Biden. And then all of a sudden, Joe Biden opened up his mouth. And they realized, holy crap, this guy is out there. I mean, there's a reason why the best thing that ever happened to Joe Biden was Obama picking him for his vice president. Because when he ran, I believe the last time he ran was 2007 against Obama. I mean, they were calling him Crazy Joe. He was Crazy Joe. Nobody wanted anything to do with him then. Now all of a sudden he's supposed to be this superstar vice president. I mean, he's just not that type of guy. But it doesn't mean that he's done. Joe Biden has hit rock bottom. And if he was a stock, you gotta buy it right now. And the reason is because he's got upside. And nobody knows what's going to happen. With Klobuchar, Buttigieg, they don't have nearly as much support going forward. Elizabeth Warren is completely done. It looks like Steyer's completely done. He may do okay in Nevada, 10, 11%, 9%, somewhere in there. But he's done after that. And then you got Bloomberg. And Bloomberg with the news, with the stop and frisk in New York City. He's got no ground game. He hasn't even made a debate stage yet. Nobody even knows what he's all about. Unless you're in one of the battleground states where you're getting bombarded with ads. I mean, at this point, it's a two-person race. It's Biden and it's Sanders moving forward. I don't see anybody else figuring into this in the long run. So let me know what you think. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like and a comment, subscribe. I've got plenty of content coming out, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Thank you.